Okay, so we're diving deep into Please, Please, Please by Sabrina Carpenter. And
It's a good one.
yeah, and it's definitely got that like anxious hope vibe.
Oh, for sure, like a nervous energy running through the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like that comes out right away in those opening lines. When she's like, I know I have good judgment, I know I have good taste.
Right off the bat, that confidence.
But then she hits us with it's funny and ironic that only I feel that way. And, that's where the doubt creeps in.
Totally, like she's trying to convince herself more than anyone.
And I think that's something a lot of people can relate to, right? When you're in a relationship and you have those gut feelings, but
You don't want to admit it.
yeah, exactly. Or like maybe you're trying to prove everyone wrong, even your own intuition,
Oh, absolutely, especially when there's that pressure to like present a perfect picture.
which she definitely gets at when she's
Yeah.
like, I promise him that you're different and
Yeah,
everyone makes mistakes.
almost like she's making excuses before anyone can even question things.
But then there's that shift, right? It goes from like this almost defensive explanation to just straight up pleading. Please, please, please don't prove I'm right.
Yeah, that repetition, it's so powerful.
It's desperate, like she's begging him to not validate her fears.
And not just for the sake of the relationship, but for her own ego too, right? It's like if he messes up, it confirms all her doubts.
And then she throws in this line that always gets me. Don't bring me to tears when I just did my makeup so nice. Like, it's almost funny,
Kinda, yeah.
but also so vulnerable, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. There's a real fear of public humiliation in there. Like, she doesn't want to be the heartbroken girl with smeared mascara.
And it kind of connects to that whole idea of performance that comes up later with the actor line. I heard that you're an actor, so act like a stand-up guy.
Oh, yeah, that line is so interesting.
Like, is she saying he's been faking it this whole time?
It makes you wonder about the authenticity of the whole relationship, right?
And also, like, is she really asking for him to change or just to put on a good show for everyone?
Good point. It's like she's settling for a performance instead of real change.
And she even throws in that line about telling people, it's just your culture. Like she's trying to explain away his behavior.
Totally, like she's grasping at straws, trying to make sense of things.
But then she throws in that, I'm just kidding, but really kinda, really, really very. And it's like, you are not kidding.
No, not at all. That just emphasizes how conflicted she is,
Yeah, like she's trying to play it cool, but she's clearly struggling.
And then there's that whole thing about staying inside, shutting out the world.
Right, like she wants to control the situation, keep everything contained so nothing can go wrong.
It's about creating this safe bubble where she doesn't have to face the possibility of being proven right.
Because if she is, it's like her whole world crumbles.
Exactly. It's not just about the relationship ending. It's about her judgment being wrong, her perception of reality being shattered.
And maybe looking like a fool in front of everyone.
Absolutely. That fear of judgment is huge in the song.
And then we get this total shift in tone with, if you want to go and be stupid, don't do it in front of me.
Oh, yeah, the ultimatum.
It's like she's done with the pleading, she's drawing a line.
It's almost a challenge, like she's daring him to mess up.
But it's also about self-preservation, right? Like she's saying, I won't be disrespected, at least not publicly.
Totally. She's taking back some control, even if it's just in how the situation plays out.
So we've got this whole roller coaster of emotions, desperation, self-doubt, and then this attempt to like hold on or maybe even push away.
It's a lot to unpack.
But what do you think it all means in the end? Like, what's the takeaway from all this?
I think the song leaves us with this question. Are her pleases a genuine attempt to save the relationship, or are they a way to protect herself?
Like a preemptive strike, almost. So she can be like, well, I tried.
Exactly. It's like she's setting herself up to be the victim, even if he's the one who messes up.
And it makes you think about those times in your own life when you've hoped, maybe even prayed, that someone would prove you wrong.
When you're so scared of being right that you'd rather be blindsided.
It's tough, right? Because sometimes our intuition is spot on, and we fight it so hard.
It's that age-old battle between head and heart, and sometimes the heart just doesn't want to listen.
Definitely something to think about, and maybe even something to be careful of in our own lives,
Absolutely. Sometimes those gut feelings are trying to tell us something important.
So maybe listen to those little voices in your head.
And don't be afraid to be right, even if it hurts.
Words to live by. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Please, Please, Please.
Anytime. It's always fun to dissect these lyrical masterpieces.
And until next time, keep listening and keep thinking.
And keep those pleases to a minimum.
Exactly.
See ya!
Bye.